Hey guys, it's FC Danny. Today we're going to be ranking some of the kits that are going to be used during the 2022-2023 MASL season, a league not well known around the world or even in the US. The MASL is a professional indoor soccer league that has been around for several decades. The MASL has also been, from what I have seen, it's been able and willing to take creative freedoms in their kit designs that a lot of leagues will not permit. This has turned into them making some of the coolest and some of the weirdest soccer kits I have seen around. And I'm excited to bring to you a ranking of at least one kit from each MASL team. Alright, first off we have Baltimore Blast Kit. The Baltimore Blast Kit is a red designed shirt with slightly darker red arrows pointing upwards in the inlays of the shirt. Despite it just being a plain red shirt for the most part, it's still very energetic. And for that, I'm giving them an A tier. Next up we have is the Chihuahua Savage. Now we're already on to one of the kits that I was saying about MASL releasing some weird kits. However much I look at it and try to understand what is going on in this kit, I just can't seem to do it. But the compliments I'll give you is this. The color design is clean. The red markings on the shoulder is really sick, and it works with all the other jerseys that they were trying to release this year. That being said, because I'm still not quite sure what's going on and it seems like a little bit of a jumbled mess, I'll give it a C tier. Next up we have is the Dallas Sidekicks. And oh man, is their kit cool. I love this one. With the green arrows pointing down on the neckline, kind of like the Manchester United kit that looks so clean this year. The green dashes going on the chest and the cut down the middle just looks so unique and so cool. And then the keeping with the iconic arrows pointing down on the shoulder just gives a little break, and having that darker green on the rest of the shoulder, getting a stoppage there, it just looks really cool. As a person who was raised to be a Dallas Sidekicks fan, I may be slightly biased whenever I do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it an S tier. Alright, so next up we have is the Florida Tropics. The Florida Tropics is a rather basic kit, orange all the way down with that white little dash on the shoulder, almost like a mirror to the white kits that they possess. Last year's Tropics kit was really cool with like the bubbling going down, and this just seems like a major downgrade, to be honest. It's just almost like a plain t-shirt. And if I'm being completely honest, it's just one of the most boring kits out of this group. And for that, I'm giving it a D tier. Alright, so next up we have is Pulisic's team itself, the Harrisburg Heat. The Harrisburg Heat released this new, clean, black and purple faded jersey, with the logo being right on the chest and the shoulders divvying off from the chest design, which is allowing the shoulders to be black. I think it's a pretty neat jersey. Not the best, but pretty neat. And for that, I am giving it a B tier. Alright, so next up we have is the Kansas City Comets jersey. The Kansas City Comets jersey has this like scratchy chest design that's actually really cool. I think that it's energetic, I think that it's fun, and I think that the red and blue is going to contrast really well with their home field design. My biggest problem is I don't think that you're going to see the chest design all that much once anyone has a trip of sweat. But as like someone who would just wear it casually, I really like it. And for that reason, I'm giving it an A tier. Alright, so next up we have is the Mesquite Outlaws. The Mesquite Outlaws has this flowery design going on the chest and on the shoulders, and it gives a really unique and cool design, and as a jersey is a really good starting point to be able to build off of. But what really lets this jersey down in my eyes is the fact that there's no sponsorship on the chest or on the stomach area. I think what really leaves more to desire is the just amount of empty space. I'm not sure if the photo gives it justice, but there is nothing going down from the chest. It is just that dark navy blue, which is a clean look in and of itself. but I think that I can't give it anything above a C tier just because the empty space on it. And for that, I am giving it a C tier. Alright, so next up we have is the Milwaukee Wave jerseys. And oh my gosh, is this one cool. The checkerboard design all the way through that is black and a dark gray with the yellow punching through on this kit design. I love this kit. This is a really, really clean look. They look so cool on their black turf. Milwaukee's always just been a team that I hated to love, but I can't handle not. And for all of those reasons, I am going to be putting this in S tier, the second S tier of the video. Alright, so next up we have is the Monterey Flash. The Monterey Flash has a gradient from orange down to white, looking like the sunrise, going across a mountainy design that goes through the chest, perfectly resembling the Monterey mountaintops that you can actually see at the stadium of Monterey within their outdoor team Monterey FC. I love that they paid homage to the local scenery surrounding the area. I think the only reason why I'm not putting it up in the A or S tier is because the mountain kinda looks a little wonky, but it still looks pretty dope. And for that, I'm putting it in B tier. Alright, so next up we have the newcomers to the league, the Empire Strikers. Or rebrands, I'm not quite sure what to call them. They're still from Ontario. But either way, the Monterey Flash have a really interesting design, I'll give them that. With a weird smoky design going off of the shoulder and a starship going through the chest. The Empire Strikers have one of the more unique designs. Unfortunately suffers from that thing I told you about in the beginning of the video, where sometimes with too much creative freedom can create things such as this. I mean, welcome to the league. I'm excited to play you. You're gonna look terrible, but I'm excited that you're gonna be here. D tier. Alright, so next up we have is the San Diego Sockers jersey. The San Diego Sockers jersey is a white jersey all the way down with a blue and yellow stripe going through the chest diagonally. And I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there is an oil rig design going subtly inside of the chest. It's actually pretty neat. But that might be, in my opinion, the only thing unique about this jersey. The blue and white stripes cutting or stopping in the middle doesn't complete the kit in my eyes. But it's still a fairly clean kit, and I could totally see how a San Diego Soccer fan would want to go out of their way and purchase it. But for me, unfortunately, I'm going to be putting it in C tier. Alright, next up we have is the St. Louis Ambush jersey. Now on both of the home and the away jerseys, off to the right side of the jersey, the St. Louis Ambush decided to go with a design based off of the St. Louis skyline. With an already clean white on the shoulder and blue on the chest design, giving the St. Louis skyline on there really gives it just a clean and complete look in my opinion. And for that, I'm going to be giving us our third S tier of the video. Alright, so next up we have is the Tacoma Stars jersey. The Tacoma Stars kit has a dark blue, orange, and yellow design coming up from the bottom, giving a vibrant little color scheme with the white top. To be honest, this is so cool to me. I don't know what else to say about it. It just really looks cool. I love the choice of having diamonds as the way to put in the different colors. I love that it's almost like a little bit of a gradient. I like that it looks like sunshine and then dark on the bottom. Honestly, it's just a really, really clean jersey. I'm going to be putting our penultimate jersey in A tier. Last off, we have Utica FC jersey. A really nice and clean white jersey with blue shoulders. I can't criticize it on being overly creative. I can't criticize it on it not being clean. It's a really good jersey. But what's going to dock it points is the amount of creativity that other teams put in their jersey. It's still a really, really good jersey. I want to go ahead and give it that. And for that, I'm putting this jersey at B tier. So there are my rankings. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to make content in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good